Ladies and gentlemen, all rescue space pirates out there, hello, and welcome back to Space Engineers with
Dswank! Woo!
and
Daniel.
yeah, how y'all doing tonight?
He's not very enthusiastic.
No, he's not. Look, I'm in a terrible mood tonight, and even I can put a show, man. Come on.
Oh,
Anyway.
I thought you just said he was snot. Okay.
We do hope you're all having a wonderful evening tonight. We got some fun things planned to some degree. I'm going to be mostly building tonight, trying to get the humpback squared away. Dswank, what are you doing tonight?
I am going to be removing the humpback from my monstrosity and moving the attack frigate, basically shifting how that's mounted. And then maybe, because I took a blueprint of it, building another one to mount on the other side.
Right.
So that's kind of what I'm looking at.
Cool. And Daniel, what about you?
I'm finally going to get around to doing those modifications to my battlecruiser that I've been wanting to do since I captured it.
Cool.
Yay.
So it sounds like a build video today. So y'all sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, grab a soda, grab a beer if you're of age. Let's go get started.
Yep. Up and away, man. So, I can't help but think one of the things I've been messing around with a lot recently has been the Azure Lane game. Have you thought of what your ship would look like if somebody had decided to create a ship foo out of it?
The one I'm working on now, currently?
Yeah.
A big mama. Like, you know, the big burly mama that typically runs the bar and or local shop. That type of lady. Kind of burly, kind of muscly. Pick your ass up, carry you to the table, sit you down, put food in front of you.
Ah.
Yeah.
So that's the type of ship foo you see in your ship.
It has to be. She's a carrier. I mean, she's a storage unit. She's a giant storage unit. She's there to take care of us. She loves you. Secretly. While she's hollering at you.
Ah.
You know. Yeah.
Okay. I just thought it was a goofy enough concept that it could be an interesting discussion.
I'm in with it. I'm waiting to hear y'all's now.
Do you have a thought on yours, Daniel?
I'm not really sure. Mainly because I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about.
Azure Lane, or Azure Lane, as I would pronounce that particular word. As I've always pronounced it, I don't know which one's technically correct. But anyway, it's forgetting what it is. It uses this idea of a battleship turned into a anime girl, with all the bits and pieces still hanging off of her.
Yeah, the battleship.
So, like the
Content. Yes.
collection?
Yes. Similar game concepts, completely different games in how they play.
Okay.
But conceptually, with the girls being the battleships, yes.
Cool. I'm still not sure, honestly.
I need to get the pink color.
It's just, I was messing around with plotting in my head what I was going to do to the Providence and with the changes. And I suddenly I was messing with that, and my phone went off, and they're like, "Oh, you need more." They completed their the mission type thing that you kind of like the crew in Star Trek Online, where you can, or you're in Neverwinter, you can give them timed operations.
Yeah.
You can do that in the game. And so phone went off, said, hey, they finished what they were doing. And I thought, I wonder, or actually I didn't think I wonder, I immediately had this mental image of, the Vocaloid, the first big one, Hatsune or something like that.
Yeah.
I had this mental image of the Vocaloid that the blue hair and that elements, and because the ship is blue, that's where that image came from. But with doing the Twin Tails thing with the hairstyle, and instead of the ribbons in the hair, it is the attack frigate mounted in the hair for the bows for the Twin Tails. And I was like, okay, I see this now. I cannot unsee it. And I mean, it's a derpy, goofy idea, but I thought it could be an interesting thing to look at and discuss.
Hey, I say go for it.
But, I mean, part of me is like, I really wish we had some people who were very creative and very artsy in the community, that we could get to actually do drawings of this.
Well, it'd certainly be neat, to say the least.
Yep. So, with something I've been thinking about is what, or how much this new update for Space Engineers is going to be doing to my One Life to Live series.
Oh, yeah.
And I was curious, Fuzz, if you were thinking about maybe giving that another go at some point.
I'm not completely against it. I gotta see where I'm at, what I'm doing, and how I'm feeling at the time, though.
Fair enough. It feels like I'm playing a game in slow motion.
Slow boating, man. Slow boating.
I wonder how much of it is a problem on my end and how much of it is a problem with
Interwebs.
yeah.
See, how do you put it? A little column A, a little column B.
Right.
Let's see. This door doesn't need to be here. No, it doesn't.
I want to keep those spice drives. So I'm pulling out this.
Yeah.
drive-in.
Yeah.
Restaurant is too to describe it.
I agree with that.
What I had for lunch was their Frito chili pie wrap.
Cool.
I am regretting that decision.
I don't doubt that. I mean, don't get me wrong. Overall, I like Sonic well enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, they. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. Let's see. I can do something through here.
I did not think about that fully. Oh well.
I'll tell you one of the things I used to honestly love about Sonic and haven't gotten one in ages was their, I guess you would call it their take on like a Frappuccino of sorts. It was a coffee, sort of coffee ice cream-esque drink.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they called it, but they actually put a full shot of espresso in it afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh my. It was... Oof, it'd give you the jitters quick, in a good way.
I mean, honestly, Sonic is where you go if you want to get something to drink. It's non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
The rest of the stuff that they offer is okay, but that's really not why you go there.
Right.
The one thing that I don't I don't like about Sonic, just a huge amount, it kind of bugs me. Their TV ads with the dynamic duo.
Yeah. You know, when they first started, they weren't terrible. But it's gone on a little too long and it's not exactly funny anymore. I mean, I didn't really have a problem with them at first. And it's just, yeah. It's gone a little too far.
Yeah.
So apparently, and I kind of wish I'd noticed this earlier, but apparently with Amazon Prime, I get Twitch Prime as well.
Really?
And I've been missing out on Twitch Prime rewards this whole time.
Yeah, that's worth knowing because apparently I do not have, or I have Amazon Prime yearly subscription as well.
Yeah. Only time I took notice to it is they had a Neverwinter thing going on with a mount, some sort of dragon-like mount.
Yeah.
And I just happened to take notice to that, and I was like, ooh, I wonder what Amazon Prime is anyway. And I go through it, and I was like, oh. Or I'm at Twitch Prime, and I was like, oh, I already have it. Shit. And all that time, I could have been taking advantage of that.
And there's all sorts of, like, Warframe Advantage stuff as well.
Yes, there's been one recently.
Okay. Let's go one more up. Yeah, I have bursts of really good speed.
College kids, man.
Yeah, it probably is. Be able to come up to Providence?
Yes.
Because I have a gift for you.
I'm back.
Yes. But I'm gonna need help with that. I should be safe to turn... Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is there's batteries on this humpback, so it should have, and they're fully charged. Okay?
Alright.
So you should be able to take it down below. So what I'm going to do is I am going to temporarily turn off the shields so we don't have stupidness with shields on the Providence. Disconnect the humpback, and then if you could once or shields down. If you can get in the pilot seat of the humpback, which hasn't moved. Tell me when you're there.
Alright, I am there.
Alright. I am disconnecting the humpback. Alright, you should be disconnected.
What about the other side?
Other side, I would like you to select the merge blocks and just turn them off. That should disconnect this wing.
Okay.
And then you
fly
can.
off now.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I think I'll just do this.
Yep. Merry Christmas.
It's gonna be Canada color and gonna get it.
I didn't know if you wanted to use it as a base for something. Oh shit.
I don't think this thing has gyros. Did you eat the gyros off this thing?
I thought I put a couple more back on.
I've got. Also, there are no right side thrusters. You ate all the right side thrusters. Forever floating away now.
Well,
Can't turn. Gotta go ahead and grind a few. Give me a present and a piece of trash. God damn, I swear. Worse than some of the people I delivered to.
I would be helping you, but I've got a little problem of my own at the moment.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Was it Control Z to meet? Yeah, there we go.
There's that. Up here. Okay.
Ah!
What?
I played dumb. I played dumb because I was standing in front of the thruster as I was welding it, and the
Oh, it burned you?
yeah, the inertial dampeners were turned on, and it kind of said, "Poof."
MER merge blocks. Okay. I don't see power to those merge blocks, that's bothering me.
Okay. Still got to pull a gyro off of something though. Oh, they just turned off. Nope. No, they got stripped.
once I get this big ship, the one I'm docking, attached, it's got plenty of gyros you can steal one from.
Alright.
I'm trying to get the top
Don't forget to turn back on.
I thought I had.
Nope, they're all red.
Okay, let me get lined up.
You good?
Okay.
Come up a little bit.
MER merge blocks. Off. On. Did
There
they
you go.
come on? Okay.
Yep, and you're pulling together. Just come over a little bit. And... now.
Here we go. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
And if you go in through the hole there will be several reactors, but you go far enough forward, there'll be several gyros as well.
Thank you. Don't know if I have enough room for even one. Nope. Should be able to get away with just one on this ship.
Yeah.
And I hear explosions.
Alright, I'm going to turn my shield back on. H, not I. Shield control table. Turn the shields back on. Shields are back up.
You know, something I haven't done since I bought is tried my stick using in this in Space Engineers.
Your stick?
Yeah, my flight stick.
Oh.
Have you?
I've never. I think I've heard of people who have tried using them before, and it just didn't fly right, or it didn't work quite right.
Right. Because I'd always heard they were compatible.
Yeah. The problem is that they're good when you're actually flying a ship, but they're not good when you're flying the astronaut.
No, I'd imagine not.
And once you set for one, that's the one that it uses.
Ah. So you can't effectively use both.
Right.
Well, that sucks.
This is what I've heard. I may be wrong, but again, it's what I've heard. So. Yay, I'm being attacked. Ow, shit. My gun started attacking me. Why?
Carrying something that was neutral.
No. It shot me through part of itself. It was screwed. I think the gun came alive and started shooting at the drones that are attacking me. It just
Oh, ouch.
Took a couple of pot shots off to the side before it actually woke up. Be aware. We have a sniper drone that is currently shooting at the Providence. It's not hurting the Providence, so that's why I haven't done anything about it. It's not even making the shields blink with a full attack, but be aware if you go anywhere without shields.
10-4. How well would you say you know this shield mod we're using, the bubble shield?
Reasonably well.
Okay. While I was playing with the monolith last night, I was playing with the shield itself and shifting in between how much power it could use in between 95% and 20%.
Yes.
At 95%, it showed bordering on 0 regen and much less HP, with like no regen per second at all. But at 20%, it was almost 3 times as much base HP as the default setting, with about like 1400 regen per second on the shield.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really get that. I mean, is that how much is 20% how much of power is going to be left? Is that how that's running?
Can you... Okay.
Alright, well, okay. Is it safe enough for you to look into your own shield generator?
Yeah.
Alright, let me look at one here with you real quick. Shield controller. Alright, yeah. Shield recharge rate, I think it is. I think that's what it was. The base setting is around where it's at now. On the monolith, when I reduced it to 20%, the HP was going up. And the HP per second went up as well, as in it actually got a recharge, or a sort of constant regen. But setting it to a higher number, the recharge rate, reduced the HP, and it went down to 0, much like it is on the Nyx now.
Okay, I have 0% HP per second right now when it's at max health.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you said you shifted the bar all the way to the right?
Left.
To the left.
20%, and it increased the HP.
It increased the HP?
Yep, and it still does it.
Hmm.
Which is weird.
Oh no, okay. Yeah, that's... Basically, what this is you're shifting... Do you want the shield to function more as kind of a barrier? Or do you want it more as ablative kind of thing? One is... Like, if you go with the shields all the way to the right,
mm-hmm.
you have less regen, but your shields have, in total, more power, more health. They take longer to charge back up. The same amount of time to charge up whatever it takes longer than it at 50%. If you shift it the other way, you're saying focus on recharge instead of sheer volume.
I got you. So if you were dealing something that was dealing out lots of DPS, you'd want to go far left, whereas you're dealing with a heavy hitter, go right.
Yeah, think of like Eve. You have Alpha Strike and you have DPS. Far right is DPS, far left is Alpha Strike prevention. It doesn't really work for some mods like some of the things Lucas will throw at us in this, because he has the beam on the Vengeance is, well, it's not intended to do a huge amount of damage to your ship. It's intended to force your shields to be dropped, so the other weapons can work.
I'll take that.
So I heard some good news the other day.
Yes.
BioWare has essentially confirmed that they are still, in fact, working on Mass Effect.
Okay.
Is that good news?
Well, if you like the series.
Yeah.
I love the first 3 games, but I never got around to playing the third one because of everything I heard about it and what I've seen of it. Yeah.
I think they pulled a No Man's Sky on it, in that it actually became playable in a working game.
Well, it did become playable, but they basically killed continuing working on it pretty quickly. That's the reason they made the Orion DLC a book instead of actually continuing the story in the game, so that people like me, who don't go out and spend time searching for these freaking books, can actually complete the story.
Okay, I'm liking the look of this. Even if I don't get the second one built, I am liking how this is going to look.